Today we will be exploring the idea of null hypothesis significance testing and the steps to complete a related measures t-test. Let's assume Dr. Smith tells her class she has discovered a magical technique with rolling dice that enables her to roll a 6 more frequently than her students. However, it's not enough to impress her brilliant students because it might simply be a matter of luck. There is 1 out of 6 chances of this happening regardless on the dice rolling technique you use. Dr. Smith challenges her students to determine if her rolling technique is right or wrong. Her students start with a null hypothesis, which states that, no, there is no relationship between the technique you use and how often you roll a 6. In other words, you start by assuming that Dr. Smith is wrong. Dr. Smith hopes her students' null hypothesis will be rejected because it would mean it's very likely, even if it is not 100% certain, that she is right. She ultimately rolls the dice 1,000 times and it lands on 6 in 20% in the cases. So higher than previously from when Dr. Smith mentioned 1 in 6 odds. Is this enough to negate the null hypothesis? Well, no, because her students also have to determine whether the findings are statistically significant. To do this, we calculate the p-value, which is a number between 0 and 1. In this case, Dr. Smith's students assume the p-value is 0.04, which is low enough to reject the student's null hypothesis, and we can determine that Dr. Smith's 20% success rate is better than the standard of 1 in 6 odds. Based on the data provided, if the p-value is lower than 0.05, which it is a good argument in favor of rejecting the null hypothesis, which makes Dr. Smith very happy. However, because there is only a 4% likelihood that this only happened by chance, her students cannot be 100% certain that Dr. Smith's dice rolling technique works. We therefore can say that the lower the p-value is, the more certain we are. Now that you understand the idea of null hypothesis significant testing, let's see if my meme for a related measures t-test is a touchdown. A repeated measures t-test can be applied to Will from Stranger Things. In this case, instead of working with 2 groups of participants who may be significantly different from each other, like Will and his friends, the repeated measures t-test allows you to work with the same individuals in 2 different conditions.